Get ready for a massive shakeup in India's tax system. We're talking about a complete overhaul of a law that's been around for over 60 years. So, what does this actually mean for you and your money? Let's break it all down.
That's right. For decades, we've all been trying to make sense of the Income Tax Act of 1961. Well, that's about to be history. The government isn't just tweaking it, they are replacing it entirely. The big idea? To create a much simpler tax system that's actually built for our modern digital world.
Okay, with any change this huge, there's really only one question that matters, right? Am I going to end up paying more tax or less? So let's cut to the chase and get straight into the numbers.
All right, first things first, let's talk about what impacts your wallet directly. The new tax slabs and deductions. This is where you're going to feel the biggest, most immediate difference from this new law.
Now, this is where things have gotten a little confusing for a lot of people, especially if you're in the middle of filing your taxes right now. We've all heard about these new lower tax slabs, but the million-dollar question is, when do they actually start? Let's clear this up once and for all.
Okay, pay close attention here, because this is the most important detail. The table on the left, that's for the taxes you're filing right now. But now look over to the right. Those are the brand new, much more generous slabs that will apply to all the income you earn starting from April 2025. So the real savings, the big benefits, they kick in next financial year.
And here is the single biggest piece of good news for millions and millions of taxpayers. Thanks to a better rebate system in the new regime, if you earn up to 12 lakh rupees, your tax liability will be zero. Absolutely zero. Just remember, this is for the income you start earning from April 2025.
And hey, if you're a salaried employee, listen up, because there's great news for you too. The bill officially confirms a new standard deduction of 75,000 rupees. You can think of this as a straight-up, no-questions-asked discount on your taxable income. It puts more money right back into your pocket.
But wait, there's more. The changes go way beyond just the tax slabs. This new bill also brings in a whole bunch of other relief measures that are really designed to make life a little bit easier for all of us taxpayers.
Now, this list might look a little dry, but trust me, there are some seriously practical, game-changing things in here. For instance, you can now get a tax refund even if you file your return late. That's a huge relief. Another big one for property owners, that weird tax on notional rent for a second home that's sitting empty, it's gone. And as you can see, there's more. From pensions to education loans, these are all meant to fix problems people have been complaining about for years.
So, we've talked about the money in your pocket. Now let's shift gears a bit. This new bill isn't just about changing numbers. It's about dragging the tax law into the 21st century. Let's look at how it handles our digital lives and the new powers it gives to tax authorities.
The law introduces this brand new and kind of powerful concept called virtual digital space. Basically, this officially expands what tax authorities consider your premises to include your entire digital footprint. We're talking emails, social media accounts, cloud storage, even your online trading accounts. It's all now within the scope of a tax search.
And here's the part that might make you sit up a little straighter. The bill gives tax officers the legal authority to bypass passwords and get direct access to all of this digital information during a raid. It is a massive new tool for the tax department.
But, and this is a really, really important but, this new power comes with a critical change in focus. Before, a raid looked at your total income. Now, the authorities are specifically targeting what's called total undisclosed income. This is a huge distinction. It's designed to make sure that honest taxpayers aren't getting harassed and that these powerful tools are aimed squarely at income that someone has tried to hide.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. What are the most important things you need to remember from all this? And, when do all these changes actually happen?
A big part of this new act is just about making things, simpler. For example, those super confusing terms previous year and assessment year are finally being thrown out. They're being replaced by a single, easy-to-understand tax year, which just means the 12 months starting from April 1st. Honestly, this one little change makes the whole process so much more intuitive.
So when does all this actually happen? Here are the key dates to circle on your calendar. The bill was passed in August 2025, but the most important date for your wallet is April 2025. That's when those new, lower tax slabs start applying to your earnings. Then the entire new law, with all its parts, comes into full effect a year later on April 1st, 2026.
So, what's the bottom line?
We are heading into a new era of tax law that is, on one hand, simpler and more logical, but on the other hand, it's a system where the authorities have a lot more power in our digital world. So the real question this leaves us with is a personal one. Is your financial life ready for this new future?